Hey guys, now with the upcoming release of Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 coming out, which I already pre-ordered, so woo! Uh, and that people are saying that it's gonna be one of the best Naruto games ever, and best in the Storm series, which yes, I do agree. And it's gonna be better than the first three Storm games, uh, not including Generations and Revolution. Yeah, so like I said in my random battle videos that I'm going to do a walkthrough, unboxing of course, random battles, duels, and random tournaments. So you're going to be expecting that. And it's going to be one of my favorite Naruto games to come out. Now, since I've already done my top 10 favorite Naruto games, and I might redo that because after that video, a lot of Naruto games came out which I liked, and I got some Naruto games that following year. Yeah, so also after making that video, I was thinking that if I should do a top 10 or top 5 worst Naruto games that I've played. Now, since I've only found 5, I'm only going to do my top 10 worst or disappointing or bad Naruto games. Now, this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me or not. But yeah, I've seen some top 10 or top 5 worst Naruto games, and I do agree on some, but some of the Naruto games that were on that list, I had to disagree. Like, say, the Ninja Council series, like Ninja Council 1 and Path of Ninja 1. I think those games are okay. They're not great. They're nowhere as good as the sequels. But they're playable, like Path of Ninja 1. Ninja Council 1, it's okay, but it's not as good as Ninja Council 3 or 2. Yeah, so with that said, let's begin from the bottom. Alright, number 5, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution. Yeah, I know I said this in one of my Naruto videos, but this is okay, but the rest is just mediocre. Like the Ninja World Tournament stage, which is basically a Smash Brothers ripoff, the counter system, the Mecha Naruto story, which is decent, and like picking which type you want to be for your characters, like ultimate jutsu type, awakening type, or drive type, which was really ridiculous. Like, why can't they just like have them both like in the other games? But no, it had to be separate. So thank God when Storm 4 comes out, they're going to take those out. But the counter system is different than it was in this game. So I've seen it and it looks better. It just knocks you back. It doesn't like confuse you or anything. So that's good. So yeah, the only thing that's good about this game is that new characters, and there's a lot of characters in this game than the last game, which is Storm 3. And that there's Team Ultimate Jutsus. The new characters they added were Mecha Naruto, Konohamaru, Iruka, Kushina, the reanimated Kage, the creation of the Akatsuki costumes, Shisui, new jutsus for Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura, reanimated Hokages, Obito without the mask, Madara with Rinnegan, and other characters. They also added characters from Generations. Speaking of Generations, I was originally going to put that in this list, but I still think that game is okay and still playable. But yeah, it's nowhere as good as Storm 2 or 3, so yeah. And it's nice that they added like these costumes and this Mecha Naruto card. Yeah. Overall, I gave this game a 5 out of 10. Not the best Naruto filler game or a Naruto Storm game, but yeah, it can be playable at times. Yeah, that's why I'm still doing these random battle videos. Alright, number 4, Naruto Powerful Shippuden. Now, I already talked about this game in my Naruto game collection, the final part. And yeah, I did not like this game when I first played it and what I saw. Because the lack of characters, like you can only play as these two, Naruto and Rock Lee. Like seriously, you can't play as the other characters in this game? Like, really? And of course, this is a spoof of the Shippuden storyline. And yeah, there's this funny picture of Guy. He's like, approved by Guy. And it says here in French. Yeah, it can be playable at times. Well, just the boss battles, which I still like. But yeah, this game is just, it still sucks. The story mode is not that impressive either. It's just like, if you want to either control as Naruto or Lee, it's like, come on. I know the spin-off series is slightly better than this game, but yeah. And this is the first Naruto game that they, in North America, that they did add the dub actors, which they did do the dub for this series, but one character wasn't voiced by the original voice actor for the dub, which was Naruto. For some reason, they changed it in this one to sound like the Japanese version. Yeah, so I give this game a 3 out of 10. The graphics are good, and the boss battles are really cool, and the character designs, because they're like chibis. But story mode wise, it's terrible. Yeah. Alright, number 3, Naruto Shippuden Kizuna Drive, sequel to Legends of the Akatsuki Rising, and the 4th installment of the Uzumaki Chronicles, and the final installment of the Uzumaki Chronicles. Honestly, the Uzumaki Chronicle games were not a good series at all. Maybe the second one may be good, but this Legends of Akatsuki Rising and Uzumaki Chronicles 1, they suck. Especially this one. Yeah, this is like worse than the first Uzumaki Chronicles game. Why? Difficulty and lack of characters, kind of. I mean, we almost got all the characters, but you're just missing Kiba, Shino, and Tenten. And the Akatsuki members. Like, in the intro of this, which I do like than the game, it shows Itachi and Zetsu, but since Zetsu's not in this game and you can't play him, or any other Naruto game, maybe with Storm for it, because they're gonna add like almost every character in that game. Yeah. Yeah, anyways, since you can't play as Zetsu in this, you can only play as Itachi, which is pretty disappointing. Yeah, the reason why this is really, really bad it's because of the difficulty when you're battling the bosses. Like, when you're battling Shikaku, it's pretty easy, but when you're battling the Two Tails and Kurama and this beast called the Three Heads and the other three ninjas beast forms, they're really, really difficult to beat. Like, I'm not even kidding. In order to beat those guys, you have to have upgrades to your damn characters. Like, what is this? Like, that's not what I want from a Naruto game. What I want is to just, battle with, like, other ninjas and stuff. Like, come on. It's really, really ridiculous. Yeah, that's why this is the second worst Naruto game in the Uzumaki Chronicles. Yeah, the first one would be Uzumaki Chronicles 1, and this would be second, and the third one would be Akatsuki Rising. So, yeah, I haven't played that game yet, so I can't say too much, so, yeah. Thank God I didn't, but, again, I want it because I need it in my collection. Also, Shinobi Rumble. Yeah. Alright, we're almost done here. Number 2. Naruto Shippuden Ninja Council 4. Yeah, I had to put this on my list because I remember playing this game and I did not like it at all. If you don't know why, I have a lot of reasons. 1, lack of characters. You only can play Naruto, Sakura, Kakashi, Lee, and Neji. You can't play the Akatsuki, Jiraiya, Tsunade, Shikamaru, Tamari, Kankuro, Tenten, Guy, or anyone. You can only buy them from the shop, but the only way to play them is in multiplayer. Like, really? Like, it's really dumb. Like, why can't you play in story mode? People are saying that you have to beat the game in difficulty, but no. You have to play those characters in co-op mode. Like, really? You can't play them in the story? You can only play these 5 characters? Like, come on. I mean, there are some things that I like this. And the character designs, the jutsus, and the graphics improved from the last 3 games. And I do like the boss battles. They're actually really cool. But, yeah, it's not as good as the last game. That's why Naruto vs. Sasuke, which is the 5th series in the Ninja Council series, was better than this. Yeah. Alright. Now, I gave this game a 4 out of 10. This one I give, a 5.2 out of 10. Yeah. Alright, now, my number 1 worst Naruto game that I've played, or the worst Naruto game that I've played, is Naruto Shippuden Dragon Blade Chronicles. Yeah, I got this 6 years ago on Boxing Day, and I did not expect this to be a bad game, but after finishing it, it was. Like, after seeing trailers, I thought it was going to be good. I thought it was going to be better than the Clash of Ninja Revolution series, but no. It's even worse. Like, again, like Ninja Council 4 and Powerful Shippuden, lack of characters. You can only play as these 2, Naruto and Sasuke. And, yeah, like Kizuna Drive, it's another filler game. Yeah, and it's just really ridiculous. Like, Naruto is battling these dragons called the Genryus. I think that's what it's called. Or the Gairus. I forgot. But, what is this? They're also protecting this girl named Akari. And they're also stopping her brother named Kurama. Yeah, this was before they named the Nine Tails that. Yeah, the boss battles, I don't know. They're just mediocre. The game is laggy in some stages, and you switch between Naruto and Sasuke in between the game. Yeah, so it's really stupid. Why couldn't you play the other characters in this game? Also, in free battle, guess what? You can only play as Naruto and Sasuke again. Like, oh my gosh. But what I like about this game is that the characters' costumes. I'll just show you. That's why I opened case. Okay, alright, here. So, Naruto's team, Sasuke's team, Akatsuki, and these guys. Yeah, Naruto's looks pretty cool, and Kakashi's, Sai's, Neji's. What is this? Lee and Shikamaru's and Yamato's look okay, and Sakura's. Also, Sasuke's looks pretty cool. These guys, Suigetsu, Karin, and Jugo, look the same. Also, the Akatsuki look really, really cool. Itachi, Obito, Kisame, and Deodara. Yeah. This is Kurama. Yeah. Just gonna put this back. Okay. And when you get to the final stage of this game, it's hard as shit. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you have to get through 5 different stages. And you have to use your orbs. Yeah, that's the whole reason of this game. Yeah, Naruto's using this sword and these orbs to fight these dragons. And yeah, on the one of these stages, the last 2 stages I think have golems which are impossible to beat until you use your jutsus. Yeah, another thing, the combos are the same. Yeah. And like, oh my gosh, when you're battling the boss, it takes forever. Even when you're battling the light dragon. Yeah. Also, for the enemies, there is no health bar. Except for Naruto and Sasuke's. It's like, really? You didn't have life bars for these guys? Like, oh my gosh. Yeah. I give this game automatically 2 out of 10. Or 0 out of 10. It's like, oh my gosh. Really, 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 really mediocre. Alright, so that's about it. Those are my top 5 Naruto games I've played that are bad. I'm just gonna move this. Okay. Now, this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me or not. Leave your comments down below and tell me what your top 5 worst Naruto games that you've played, or the worst Naruto games in general. Yeah. And like I said, for some of these games, some of these are playable, like Revolution and maybe Powerful Shippuden, but these other 3 games, no. Especially Dragon Blade Chronicles and Kizuna Drive. Both of them are difficult, and even if you change the settings, they're still going to be hard. Like, oh my gosh. I don't even think this has a difficult mode setting. Like, oh my gosh. Alright, so that's about it for this video. Make sure to watch my other Naruto videos, and make sure to watch my top 10 favorite Naruto games that I made back in 2011. And yeah, it's one of my highest videos and one of my popular videos. I never knew that it would grow. I just made that for you guys. So yeah, it's been like 5 years after that video. Anyways, make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Link will be in the description below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe. And like always, I'm out. Peace.